Okay, I'm doing today Wildcat Sport 2014. I am changing the shifter cable. As you can see, it's all jacked up. I've tried to get a little bit done. I've tried to make a couple of videos. Apparently I can't seem to operate the phone correctly. Figures. But a couple things you're gonna need is 3/4 wrench, a T30 star. I went and got the OEM, got the new cable right here. Here's the part number. Let me see, there we go. 0487 089. So I took the seats out. As you can see, I got them back here. I just took them to the back, pulled the seats, pulled the middle cover. So I got that out. Went to get the gear shift off. Apparently there's not enough grease. It had been taken off before, so I had to cut it. Had to take and cut so that I could get to the bolt to undo it. Didn't want to do that, but you gotta get it off. You gotta get it off. So got four stars right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two, and then we got to get the switch out. So the cable goes from here through, comes out underneath, and attaches right here. That's where you're going to need your 3/4 wrenches. And then I got to see that bolt there. I'm going to pin. Yeah, it looks like it's coming out. So I'm going to get that out, get the washer off, so I can get that squared up too. So that's kind of where I'm at, working through it. So I'm going to hit the pause button and try to keep going. Okay, so I got it undone. You pull the pins here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you got to take this piece here needs to come out from underneath the battery cover. You know, you got enough room to raise it up. There's a switch right there, so it's easy. You pinch it and you pull it, and it comes right on out. So then, as you can see, there's a star right there. There's a piece right here. This is the cable, and it runs back. You can see there's a couple of tile wraps on it, so you're gonna have to cut those loose, bringing it through around to the back. So that's where I'm at right now. So let me get that loose, and we'll keep moving on. All right, so move this out of the way. Here, I got the cable. I got it loose, and then here, got it taken loose here. But here, see, it's the T30, and of course that's a 10 millimeter. You put it on the back, but you get it off because you can see right here, it connects right here on the shifter. So while I'm having it down here, I might pull this off, get a little grease in here, you know, kind of help it along, stuff like that. Kind of knock some of the dirt off too. So, but as you can see, it runs back through. There's the cable right there with the cable tie underneath. It's right here. You have to get that loose. So I'm working on that. Let me get it back to the back, and then I'll continue. Okay, so there's 2 of them down there on the underneath here. So you got to get both of those cut. I got it loose here. There we go. Trying to get a little pull in there to get that loose. And then back here, you got this pin right here. As you can see, you got to pop that out here. Now loose the nuts. It's 3/4. Slides off. Oh, there's one more. See it? Yep, I'm gonna have to get in there and get that. So hang on. Well, it appears to get to that one's a pain in the butt. So what I did is I took it loose, just pulled it on out. It broke, so we'll get up under there here shortly. But you can see here, here's the old one. Wet noodle. So it broke. As you can see, the new one's tight. Looks good. So I'm fixing to get that one put back in. When you put them in, it shows, because the way I took it out, the piece with the solid right here, that actually goes here in the back. so it's solid and it stays here. Here's the bracket. You might want to do a little spray up there, you know, kind of lube it up, stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull this off here and put a little dielectric grease in there, just to have a little extra protection, you know, here and here, this and this. The dielectric grease save you every time. So let me work this around, try to get this back in, and we'll go from there. All right, as you can see here, I got them off, and you shake it a little bit, and dirt and all that good stuff comes out. So what I'm fixing to do here, here's my dielectric grease. I'm gonna put plenty of it in here on both of them, because you see there's plenty of pins in there, but just to get that in there so it helps out. Plus I'm going to, that's why I got the gloves on, put a little bit of grease on here. Well, there's the tire, so yeah, I got the grease. Get a little bit, get under here, and just on the shifter itself, so that we have a little bit there. So let me get everything put back together, and we'll keep going. All right, well, I got it slid back in. What I did is I put a little grease right here on this. I hadn't put the linkage back together yet, because again, like I said, I'm gonna take this loose, get a little grease in here too. But I got it slid back in. I don't have it connected yet. I got it put here, so trying to get it adjusted to where it needs to be. So still working at it. All right, I got the pin back in. Make sure when you put those clips back in, after you put that dielectric grease, they got to click. You'll hear them click. So I don't have it fully tightened. I just got it hand tight right there. It's run underneath. Got it back to the front. Pulled off the shifter. This here is a 10. This bolt on this side is a 13. It goes just like this on the other side. So I pulled it off, and I'm gonna put some grease and stuff in there, clean it out a little bit, make it pretty, you know, smooth. So that's where I'm at right now. Hadn't tied anything yet. So still working there. See, I still got my grease. I'm ready to go. So hang on. All right. So I got it back together. Like I said, I got some grease in here. Got a little grease there. Put a little bit here on the bottom piece. I made a little bit of an adjustment here, because I took the old one and kind of seen it had a few threads, so I went ahead and did the same. So there. I still haven't tightened it up yet here yet. It's, like I said, again, it's just snug. So I'm fixing to check to see, to make sure the gear is where it's supposed to be. So just to crank it up and see here. So let me find my key, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and cranked it up. As you can see, I got it neutral. Reverse, park, neutral, high, low. Works like a champ. High, neutral. So works really good. So I'm gonna just tighten everything up. And here, put my zip ties back on, and there we go. We're in business. There you go. Here in a minute, I'm gonna actually do an oil change while I got it this far broke down. So that way everybody can see that too. So stay tuned.